Up and down the
Wow.
boulevard.
Yeah. Hi,
Woo!
everyone.
Hello,
Hi. This is RHONR.
RHONR, the Real Housewives or Houseboys. Ooh, that sounds sexy. Of New
Rover.
Rochelle.
Rover doesn't sound as good as RHONR.
No, it's still the H.
So
You don't take into account the second half of that word.
true. Oh,
RHONR.
RHONR, everyone. RHONR. I feel as though this is gonna be a start of a very great year.
I think so too. Already, we've got what 3 housewife franchises
Yes.
on air right now,
Absolutely.
and all are pulling their weight. All are pulling their legs.
Evenly. There's been some certain. Also, hi, I'm Corey. There's been certain. There's been certain years where literally there'll be a couple seasons, but there's obviously one show that's better than all the other two. But this year, it's been equal opportunity offenders, and I'm fully for it.
Title
10 out of
IX for
10.
housewives.
Literally, when the RHONR gets too invasive. But literally, I think everything is going great. I think the big thing for me has been Potomac. Potomac has been not the underdog, but the one no one really when they think of Real Housewives, no one goes to Potomac first. They go for Jersey, Beverly Hills, but Potomac, high key. 10 out of 10.
Potomac gets just a bad rep because it's new and it came in when the other franchises were kind of in a dead zone. So
Yes.
people were either loyal to their franchises or they just threw the housewives away altogether. And also where Potomac,
No one knows what Potomac is.
season 1 of Potomac was supposed to be a totally another show.
Yes.
It was supposed to be all about just hospitality or something.
Yeah.
And then they
That got
pivoted
boring.
halfway to a Real Housewives. So the first season really isn't that good. So I've heard. I've never watched. I started season
It's
2.
not worth it, to be honest.
So I think that's people were kind of turned off by that.
Although the reunion on the first season was very hilarious, 10 out of 10, because it's them fighting, but about hospitality rules, and that was hilarious to me. 10 out of 10.
Okay, so season 4 we had reunion part 2
Yes.
of Potomac. We watched it together last night.
Yes. Research. This is a serious broadcast.
As we studied, so maybe we had a speech test today, and we studied during the Potomac breaks.
Yes.
Maybe that's why we didn't think we did so hot. I don't know though.
Because they weren't professionally speaking. So how can we study?
First rule of effective listening: don't talk over each other. At
Exactly.
Ashley Darby, at Candace Dillard.
Okay, so I feel as though let's start from let's do part 1. First half of part 1 was the basic intro, how you doing, how's the baby.
Hi,
boring.
Andy.
Exactly. And then we get to the sort of kind of juicy but not really. It was when Candace and her mom pulled up. Was it? No.
Yes. Miss Dorothy was the first guest to the reunion.
And I feel like she could have had a nice little standby, hi, here's a couple lines, and I leave. The whole 15 minutes was not worth it.
Oh no. And here's the thing though, I don't fault the producers for wanting Miss Dorothy out there longer. Yes. It should have been better in the season. She was better. But it was just not working.
No.
I don't know what it was. Maybe it's because she was denying being rude to Candace.
Even though there's my favorite part of any reunion, period, including Dance Moms, is when they will be like, I never did that. And the producers will have not only the flashback, but the flashback in black and white. I think that is hilarious. I think that is so funny because Miss Dorothy would be like, no, I didn't do that. No. And they'll play it in black and white flashback and subtitles. So in case you missed it, they will still read it on the screen. But Dorothy in general was just a waste of time.
It was very awkward. It really did not do well. And I still cannot stand the fact that Miss Dorothy won't admit that it's weird that she doesn't want Candace's to have a relationship with her half brother.
I think I still don't understand realistically how Candace is in the wrong. And I don't think she is. But Dorothy really believes that she should not be interacting with her half brother. And if Dorothy would have told her about the half brother, maybe weird. But Candace didn't even find out about her half brother from her mom. She found out from a letter.
A letter. That is just so weird. I have found out bad things from letters, and I empathize with Candace because it is a very just weird way to like
Yeah.
find out information. It's
Like when
very
I found out I was gay,
ancient. From a letter?
yeah, from a letter, from a postcard.
You
It,
how do you find out you were gay?
because it was like a you know, like people do like Valentine days, like here's $1 and we'll give you a postcard to a crush or whatever. The
Yes.
person who gave me the card was a boy, and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of into this card. It was like middle school, 8th grade. I was like, huh,
Okay, that's not the same thing.
it's not, but
Okay,
period.
Dorothy.
Period.
Okay.
But yeah, literally, like if finding that up over a letter was like trash.
Yeah. But other than that, the whole part 1 was plagued by it, and not so much part 2, but a little part 2. It was just a lot of talking over each other.
Yeah.
And we talked about this last night, but I think also, and as we discuss people not loving Potomac, it's kind of as if Potomac just hasn't, as much as we think that they have reached this Excelsior level
No.
of housewives,
No.
it comes back how they don't know how to play the camera at a reunion.
Yes.
You can fight all you want. We encourage it, but know that you're on a show and know that it will be better if we can understand the fight, because their fights, I couldn't understand anything
No.
they were saying. And it just, as a viewer, it felt awkward and I didn't enjoy it.
Like my favorite parts about Atlanta reunions is that they're all like, they're not quiet, but like they all say their shade in like a calm way. Like Phaedra was my favorite Real Housewife because she could argue with you, not raise her voice. You could understand what she's saying. Same thing with Kenya, like everyone. Potomac, they just say like good points, but it's over each other. You don't understand anything.
Ooh, perfect segue. Actually, on part 1 of Potomac, we learned that Giselle is back with the pastor, her
Yes.
husband, who she had since divorced before Potomac even started.
Hallelujah.
But turns out they're back together. But allegedly, Mr. Chocolate, Phaedra's Mr. Chocolate,
Yes.
from Real Housewives of Atlanta, is the pastor.
Huh. I didn't know Atlanta was so close to Potomac. But you know, I'm into it. And I feel like that'll be a great crossover episode.
Well, Giselle claims that it's not true, but Phaedra is saying it is true.
But Phaedra has been known to be a liar. Love her, but she's been known to be a liar.
So is Giselle, though, which was a big topic at this reunion.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Giselle is equally as messy, but Phaedra, I would trust Giselle more than Phaedra.
Okay, fair enough. Because I feel as though like they're both messy, but just Giselle's more outwardly messy.
Yeah.
Whereas Phaedra will try to get you sued for like bankruptcy fraud or something like that in the background.
And she will, season 9 of Atlanta just speaks for itself.
There we go, everyone. There we go. But yeah, literally the first episode, not that good of a reunion. Second, part 2, I felt as though the first half was like picking up from the fight with her and Ashley, whatever. And honestly, I just feel as though Candace shouldn't really care about why Ashley got pregnant. Like, honestly. Although anyone with eyes can see that, yeah, Ashley's probably doing it for like the paycheck. Yes. But like, also, that's not my business.
Well, no, here's the thing, which I actually agree with Candace, which I think is a kind of an unpopular opinion, because it is literally stated, Ashley states in the first or second episode of this season,
Article 1, Section 6.
She says, I'm trying to get pregnant, so I'm going to cut back on my, I'm going to stop drinking.
Yes.
2 seconds later, she's
Corona shopping.
She is chugging Coronas.
Yes.
Like,
with no lime.
It started out as Candace was just like, whoa, like, are you really trying to get pregnant if you're like not, like, it kind of blew up into this whole fertility thing. But it started off at Candace was just calling out Ashley for not sticking to her word and her pregnancy plan.
Fair enough. Okay, see, that makes sense, yes. But for a full season long, like, that's why I don't like some certain housewife shows, because like they take one very stupid plot line and they'll drag it out for a whole season. And that's what happened with the fertility and Candace.
Well, that kind of, I don't mind that storyline played out more, because it kind of had to do with, because the first part was about fertility, but then it kind of piggybacked off of then the whole Michael, the sausage. Yes. Because it's like, if your husband is secretly gay, why do you want to have a baby with him? Are you even trying to have a baby with him?
It's not with him. It's with his money. And that's just the tea. That's all. But then yeah, so that whole fight happened, and then I guess like Michael walked up like the Babadook into like the top shelf of the reunion, just looked down,
That was weird.
and like he was sweaty, and no one pointed out the fact that he was sweaty, and only sweaty people lie, and he's lying about something. That's just the truth. And like, so yeah, so the second half was like them.
What if you're just really sweaty though?
Then you have an issue. If you're sweaty, why are you grabbing asses? Riddle me that. But literally, I feel as though like second half was like it was getting juicy, and like last night I was like, okay, part 3 is gonna be useless, but then I slept on it, and I was like, no, 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 part 3 is going to be everything I needed because now it's gonna be Michael and Ashley. Oh,
Their story better be straight. That
ironically,
the ironic word.
But so we'll take a break, but we're gonna talk about the second half of part 2 when Robin, and I have opinions about Robin, and Robin point in this show. So for the first episode, I feel as though we should do all Real Housewives songs. So going to the classic.
Money can't buy you class.
So enjoy, y'all. If not, I don't care.